Hey guys, so I hope that you can hear me okay. I have you propped up on our kitchen sink and I have notes right in front of me. Today I was going to talk to you guys about how much it costs us to live in our house per month. I think that that's another question that we get pretty regularly and pretty often. So in this figure, I will break it down for you per item and then I will give you the total amount per month. And that's as of right now, and it's going to fluctuate. Liam's here too. It's going to fluctuate because because it's wintertime now, so in the summer months, like our propane probably won't be as high, but maybe our electricity will be because we have two fans. Or, you know, in the winter months, our propane's up there a little bit because we have a propane heater, but we're not really using a ton of electricity. So, we'll start with the insurance. Right now, we just have basic insurance for a fire, for, I can't remember if theft is on there. I think it's fire and theft right now. But it doesn't include like a fallen tree on our house. Or maybe it does. I can't remember. It's basic. So you can look up what basic insurance covers, and that's what we have. So that is $259 a year, which is $21 a month. And it's based on the size of your house, what you have in your house, all of that sort of thing. We had to send in pictures of the inside of our house to get the rate. So that's what it factored out to be. Next is electricity, and we're averaging $50 a month. That, again, we took that average based on the summer months when we were running an air conditioner here, and Joe was still working on the house, and we were still running our air conditioner as of, I think, last month, maybe the month before. And then it was in September. We were still running our air conditioning in September, so that's why that was a high month. That's when we moved in. And then last month we were using a space heater, an electric space heater that we borrowed from my parents because we didn't have the propane heater yet. So that number will probably come down quite a bit this month, but that's what we've averaged so far. So that's $50. And then propane, a tank our size will cost about $200 to $250. And right now we've had it a month and we are still at 70%. So I kind of divided that out. I'm guessing we're gonna make it probably 4 months, give or take, depending on how much propane we use with our propane heater now that it's installed. But so that averages out to be about $50 a month, again, give or take. School tax, we paid $329 for last year's school tax. That was a fixed rate because we bought our property, I think, in April, but we didn't have the residence on it yet. So we're thinking an adjusted figure will be anywhere from $500 to $800. So depending on what that is, we're looking at about $40 a month for school tax. Same thing with property tax. We didn't pay it last year because we weren't here yet, and it was in our contract that the people we bought the land from paid the property tax for last year. And so we're guessing that's going to be about $500 a year again. So that'll be about $40 a month. So if you add all of that up, we're paying right now, as of right now, $439 a month. Now that obviously doesn't include cost of living expenses like groceries, our phone, gas for our vehicles, things like that. None of that's included in this. This is just what it costs us to keep our house running, basically. So I can do a more itemized budget if you guys want to know what we spend month to month with our bills and things. But again, we get asked this the most, how much it costs us to live in our house per month. So that's what we're at, $439 a month. And I'd say that's pretty good. Again, our square footage of our house it's less than 400 square feet. So we do have plans to put an addition on, so that definitely will change some of these numbers, but that's a ballpark figure for what you can kind of bank on for living in a tiny house in New York State, where there's winters, obviously, and hot summers. And so I think that's it. Again, some of these numbers would be different based on the size of your home. If you were to build a tiny home, based on the size of it and based on what kind of insulation you go with, based on how you heat your home. If we're eventually going to get a wood stove here, we think. Once we put the addition on, we want to have a wood stove instead of a propane heater. We might keep the propane heater just as a backup, but that would cut down on expenses too. And again, with the electricity, it just kind of depends on how often you have your lights on, how many fans you have, how many gadgets you run, things like that. So you can definitely do it for less, and you can definitely do it for more. But that's what we're averaging, $439 a month. Now, I can do another one of these videos in the summer months, or maybe if our propane doesn't last as long and we run out of that a lot quicker, I could do one then to give you a more accurate number, maybe based on what our school tax ends up being this year and our property tax ends up being this year. If we're off by a considerable amount, I can let you guys know, but that's the amount that we're paying on average right now. So if you guys have any other questions about the tiny house, if you want to see anything extra, just let me know in the comments and I will do another video. So I guess that's it for now. Thanks, guys.